Welcome to Tech Tools for Test Success, your video tutorial guide to mastering every trick and technique in taking an online test. This is the first tutorial in our series, Signing In and Exiting. What are we doing today? Well, this tutorial will help us learn how to log into and exit from one of the new Ohio State tests. As we work, feel free to explore the online tools used in the video. Pause the playback whenever you want to apply any of the tools I discuss. Remember that this only works if you do. Begin by signing into park.pearson.com. This site holds the tutorial software we will use to master today's tools. On the Park site, you will see a number of buttons that access resources that you can use at any time. Today we'll be looking in the test preparation section, so click on the test preparation button. You'll see a drop-down menu of 3 items. Click the middle one, Tutorials. In this window, once again, you will see a number of tools that you can use to practice. Let's use Test Nav 8 tutorial today. Click on this button. The Test Nav 8 tutorial provides a wide variety of different tools to practice and master before you take the new Ohio State tests. We'll only be using a few slides in this tutorial, the slides relevant to signing in and exiting from one of the state tests. Follow along with me as I move through the tutorial. Click on the blue button that states Start Test Now, and then click Start Section. We can move through the overhead by clicking on the blue button near the top. This slide is important to us. It discusses how to sign in to the tutorial. Before starting the test, you will be asked to sign into your test by typing in a username and password provided to you by the test administrator at your school. You will enter that information into a box that looks just like this. After signing in for the Park test, your first initial and last name will appear in the top right corner of the window as shown below. You can see that right now mine says guest since I'm not identified. But once you are identified, here you will see your first initial and last name, and that means you are about to start a test. Pay attention to instructions from your test administrator to learn your username and password. Let's scroll forward a few slides. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is what happens when we reach the end of a section of a test. Once you've gone through all the questions in a section, you will see a screen that looks like this. It will state that you have finished, but will also tell you that you have 5 unanswered questions here. If you have not answered any of the questions, the test will not allow you to continue until you note that. If you wish to review the answers and answer the questions that you have not yet completed, click on Review Answers, this button right here. A review screen will pop up showing you which questions you have answered and which you have not. If you are ready to continue, then you click the green button, Continue. Be careful. Remember only to click Continue if you are finished with all of your answers. Once you have done this, you will see the section exit warning, reading that you are about to leave this section and will not be able to return once you exit. It will ask you if you are sure you want to leave. Click Yes if you have reviewed all of your answers. Click No if you have not. Remember to go back and review answers as you have time. Once you have clicked Yes and you have continued, that means that you have finished all of the questions that you wish to answer. If, during the middle of a test, you wish to log out of the Test Nav system, perhaps you've been directed to do so by your test administrator, you can click in the drop-down menu at the top right. There you will see Log Out of Test Nav. Once you have clicked Log Out of Test Nav, you'll have 2 different options. This window will state that you are trying to exit the test. You may wish to exit the test and finish later. You may say that you are finished with the test entirely and wish to submit your final answers. Only submit your answers if you are finished with the entire test and will not need to continue testing during another session. Most often you will choose to exit the test and finish later. If you are unsure about which selection to pick, ask your test administrator. Remember, it is safer to ask the question of the test administrator than it is to click the wrong button. Once you are exiting the entire test, the window will read, "Congratulations, you have finished the test." And once again, will tell you that you may have unanswered questions that you wish to review. Once you have reviewed those questions and you are ready, you can click Submit Final Answers. Once you are finished and you have submitted final answers, you'll be done with the test. Now that you understand how to sign in and exit from an online state test, let's take a look at how it will actually happen on one of our Chromebooks. Please forgive the quality of this video. Since we could not do a screen capture of this system, I needed to record it externally. But this will show you exactly how to log in to the Chromebook to take the online test. You will not log in as you would normally log into a Chromebook. Let's watch, and I'll narrate. You can see the normal login screen where you would enter your account and password. But down in the bottom left, you'll see something listed as apps. Click on that and it will pull up two possible tests, the Test Nav and Air Secure Assist test. Let's see Test Nav. The login screen will appear after a moment. You will select your test from a drop-down menu. Once you've selected your test, you will have the opportunity to sign in using a username and password, as we've already seen. Enter your username and password. Remember to pay attention to your test administrator to know exactly which username and password will get you into the system. Once you've logged in successfully, you'll see the standard screen that we've seen in practice tutorials so far. Once you've learned to sign in and exit properly, you'll be prepared for success. Good luck.